I'm so tired of feeling like I have to say something with kid gloves or to say it in a sensitive way so I don't hurt somebody else's feelings while they either laugh at me, mock me for things that they don't fully understand, or just sit there while somebody badmouths a woman like me. But then I have to be made to feel like I should handle it a certain way. I started a video, and I'm going to leave names out. I don't like what I feel coming off of people. I don't like when people say that I was a prostitute, that people don't defend me. I've never a prostitute. I'm going to say, Matthew, Mr. Brock, you will apologize for saying that shit. You're going to pay in some way. Something's going to happen to you. It has nothing to do with me, but this is what happens when you fuck with people like me. Yeah, I'm having a hard time not saying names. I'm sorry. This is how I feel. This is who I am. People don't like me. And I'm going to keep my distance from those people completely. I don't know how much more distance I can keep. I sit in a room all day, but I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm content with myself. Like, I just think I'm one of those women, you can put me anywhere. Jail, Hungarian, Honduran, it doesn't matter. Anywhere, and I'm going to be at peace wherever I'm at. That's one of the things that makes me the most powerful woman ever created. I have to pull myself back. I have to deny things, like to let people know that I'm different than what you're used to being around, and you will either treat me as such or I will not be in your life. So then now I was getting into there's someone painting a portrait. Don't get upset. It's not that deep. I mean, for the people who can feel what this is, that I have to pull myself back from someone. I mean, it's the nicer and the more I give to myself, the more I regret it to people. So I'm not giving any of myself to any fucking body. They're drawing. They're watching them, and they got a woman to do it. It's dangerous. If this is a woman painting another woman, she's going to alter. Just, you can't even get things like this done anymore. This is how bad the jealousy is. And the jealousy is heavy between men and women. Too many of you, see, the thing is, I don't really feel like many people are changing. I'm going to be honest. Because in order to change, you have to acknowledge things about yourself and stop looking at others' mistakes and notice yours. Or there's no possibility of you changing. You're the same miserable, judgmental, finger-pointing person that you were 30 years ago. I could never be the kind of woman that never takes accountability. It would make me ill. I think I would feel nauseous. This constant denial of who I really am, and constantly trying to please other people, and this mirage I have to keep up that business is going good because I have vehicles I can't afford. This must mean that I'm doing well. You know what I mean? I feel, I have conversations with people and I can tell it's karma. And whether you believe it or not, some people don't believe in God, Jesus, karma. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That thing that what you do is what comes back to you. You did something. You either didn't appreciate your money, you didn't appreciate you didn't nurture something. In relationships, some of you keep losing the same great person over and over and over again. And it's because, one, they're not supposed to be with you. You don't appreciate them. When you don't show appreciation, like, let me say it again for the young folk, because you seem to be some of the only ones who care. When you don't put into it, like if that one plant died in here, but I have a feeling it's because of all the stuff that they shot at me. Yeah, so I just put it out of its misery to sit there and watch it die. I grow during the shit, and the plant, I could tell immediately about what was happening with this plant, that there was heavy frequency in my environment. Still don't care. I mean, this shit made me super strong, and I'm actually getting younger looking. So for all you guys, you're going to be so sorry. I really want nothing to do with any of you. A lot of this thing that you're feeling with, it's not even me. Like, I'm present, I can hear it, I can feel it, and it's not always me. So this thing that's drummed up, like, I just delete and erase, and I don't want to restart. I just want nothing to do with it. It's so toxic. I can feel it being pulled out of it. how toxic it is to have this thing wide open and then just honing in on everybody like that. Because that's what people are doing now. They're breaking spiritual law. And unless you ask for something to block that, they have been listening to your conversations, I guess you could say illegally, that way. And they're going to be able to until you request this. Right. A mute. There you go. Mute. So, right. All right. Or this, let's say this. Hey, yeah, look, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to paint my wife. It's just not going to work. And you know it's not going to work. I don't know if you look different or because when that thing with blind, there could have been people saying that they thought that someone was blind for who they were with or who the people that they, I mean, is it crazy to say that maybe, God, there's so many forces at play with what I feel right now. I feel that there's a universe that was removing somebody or some people from a situation, and then I feel so much forced action to now create a whole other storyline because they knew that the person they removed was going to put something together. So in the midst of that, you had a group of people trying to cover up, trying to keep her or him from putting it together, and then you have another group of people who are creating a whole other backup, like a documentary and shit, or false footage with false times on it. You're really going, listen to me, I have no desire for what happened to me to be public and to get any kind of recognition. It would be uncomfortable. They showed me sitting on Oprah's couch and I couldn't even look. She couldn't look me in the face. I had nothing to say. I wasn't broken. I'm the same emotionless person that I was before, which is how it's going to be on this planet. It will be totalitarian, but it will be different. The energy will be sadness and head down and loss. No happiness at all, no smiling, nothing, no empathy. Get that shit out of here. It's not supposed to be. The universe is dark and it's got to stay this way. I'm excited for the destruction that's coming. That's the kind of being that I am. Yeah, and I still want nothing to do with the men who just got turned on by that. But I appreciate the fact that you like that. I think it turns you on that you don't like me and I don't like you. Just keep it like that, I guess, if it works for you. So if this wasn't an actual painting, it will be this. I'll do it for you. Okay. But this could have been before your real looks were revealed. Don't try to put that storyline together. There's too many factors and variables with me being a medium and with people altering things. I feel like some of you are just let it go. Who cares? Start your life over. I don't exist. You know what I mean? I'm just a fucking broad that has a YouTube channel. All the things I talk about, it's crazy stuff. It's no different than somebody telling the stories. I watch channels of people telling these stories about monsters and creatures. It's no different here. All right? Forget about this mafia and cartel shit. Whatever. It's ridiculous. This stuff was brought up telepathically by people having conversations that others heard. You know what I mean? I didn't hear them, but I heard other people talking about them before this got real bad. This was over a year and a half ago. About what happened, who I am, and la-di-da-di-da. And I never took that seriously until I started feeling things and being shown things in my mind. I don't give a shit about this whole thing, this whole story. I don't care about these guys. I don't want to meet them. I don't care about properties. I'm done. I'm officially done. I don't care about a potential trust. It's gonna be so much worse than any of you can imagine. The stuff that you're being shown, some of you in your dreams, that's not even as bad as it's gonna be. And I think what they're telling you is just keep doing what it is you're doing because most of you don't have enough time to get out of it. Oh, she saw her. She saw something. There was some type of communication, but there was and then look at this. Yeah, because look at them. I know, listen, for the people who you kind of like me, let's just leave it at that. All right, I don't want to be loved by anybody, but I will be respected by all of you. Yeah, and it's going to be forced, I guess, but either way, that is what will be, and it's because of who I am and nothing else. I don't mean who I am as that. I mean who I am as a woman and what I became over time based off of going through very similar things that you all went through and handling it differently every single time. Regally. Even if I have to lose or get hurt in the process. Keeping my fucking soul here and intact. Now, you're not going to be able to do much with this type. If you can't tell that this is, something is forcing everybody to reflect, you better do something. Okay? I know that I said live your lives and this, that, or the other, but I'm talking to people who are making decisions that, what would have happened if you got this huge painting back and now you look at it? That's how they want you to view this woman. This could be a woman that passed away where somebody wants his wife now. You know, and somebody was going to alter it in just the way where now you have, this guy would tell you to do it again. For somebody that can afford something like this, I don't know what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. You know, I also see, do you remember when I told you that they were putting men in comas, forced comas, and then telling them, replaying the movie The Vow and trying to give them this whole new life? Well, they're going to take you to a house that they're going to say was your old house. We want you to see what kind of life you had. And they have a portrait and pictures that are altered of your beautiful wife. And then what they do is now they'll take you and say, but you divorced this one, and now somebody just got worked up. This is the most awkward. Patricia Harrington. The amount of time and under the knife or laser money for what? Maybe I don't realize how many women are following me in some way. Whether you like me or not, you follow me with something that I do or believe. And maybe me at one point unconditionally loving men the way that I do not unconditionally love them anymore. That went away very quickly a few days ago. But at some point I did, and I feel like a lot of women wanted to be around men more because of that belief. And then this thing with who I dealt with at some point and what kind of people they were made women want to be around men that took your life. Because it takes a certain type of woman to be around men like that. A woman like me can be in a room where I was set up to be jumped by 30 men who are 6'8", and I'm going to wind up making friends out of them, or alliances. It's actually going to be alliances. I don't like the word friends. I don't like the word lovers. Everything in life is business. So maybe some of you didn't realize you were following me until I just explained it this way. Now, and this is just that, I don't want anything to do with men. I'm still on the fence with you women, but I do feel like I have not supported women enough, and it's because of my past and being around just men. And I want to explain how it started real quick. The women were my first choice. Most women, we would rather have female friends than male friends. That was impossible. Okay. All right. Now, this woman here, this one's aging a bit differently. I guess that many of my messages now are going to be about this. It makes me upset, but it's angry upset. When you hear my voice crack up, it's anger. I'm not an emotional woman. Like I forgot who the hell I was being put here in this country. When I listen to certain things and I say things, it's because I'm remembering things about my past. Okay, so if people could stop judging me because of of some type of gift I have that nobody's ever had, so it's coming off as awkwardness. Okay, please keep into consideration what it is for me, what it's like for me to have to be like this. I know that I get judged by a lot of people, And I know that there are waves of people understanding, because now the more that people try to block what I'm saying or hide proof, of course it makes me look, I don't give a shit what I look like to the world. I couldn't. If I cared what the world thought of me, I would be dead. I would have took my own life. I'm Cuban and Scandinavian, and you can tell by looking at me too. And when my accent changes, it's because they're letting me know that I spent time. You understand? These are things that are being activated or brought out in me because people recognize things that I say a certain way with my mouth moving. This is why there are people who want to, they know who I was and they miss me. Okay? They don't necessarily like me. See, when you're involved with shit like that, it's very rare that you will like somebody. But you have no choice with certain people but to admire them and respect them because they follow through consistently. You would be a fool not to deal with somebody like that. You would be a fool not to put gender aside or sexual preference or just sexuality. You would be stupid. If you're a true businessman or a businesswoman, you do what's best for whatever this thing is that has your name attached to it. That's the only way that I move. And they missed that woman. And I have a feeling that it's supposed to be you all that I'm brought back around. I just don't know how this is going to happen because this shit is so out of control and we're all in different places. But it's better for me right now that none of this information comes out. There are still people that need to handle something. And then that thing that they need to handle, if they don't, they'll be removed from it. And it'll be as crazy as a piece of paper blowing out of someone's hand off of a 2-story balcony that was supposed to do something great with it. And then that paper falling into the hands of somebody who will. Every now and then I have to let you know. But you take it coming from just me and you get angry. I'm just a female telling. You know how many channels there are of people that do shit like this? I don't feel them getting the scrutiny that I'm getting. So it has something to do with everything I bring as a woman, a real woman. I could be the only 100%, and that's why this agitates a lot of people. Which is another reason I have to close myself off sexually, physically, with people. I pick up on things, and I feel differently about things throughout the day, just like everybody else. But it's easy to focus on somebody else and go, they do that, I don't. They make that decision, I do not. They eat that, I don't. I'm not your punching bag. There were even people who made shit up and said that, and turned it into some game where you batter and you abuse someone so that you can deal with the shit from your women, and they change the face on it. And there are people who threw up when they found out who it really was and the things that were said to this person, like, what? But this is the world, we accept it. Yeah, this is the darkness, and this is what I'm fucking comfortable in. So more of that, please. The more that you throw daggers at me, the stronger I get. So, right, turn it up, please. Everything. I mean, these attacks, these satellite attacks, whatever, the most you got. For the stupid, the idiots with no brains, or your brains are just about melted and that they're in vape form. It does something to me physically when I hear you calling me a cunt. I mean, do you feel that? That's pleasure. I'm that sick of a woman. Yeah, forget everything and forget every laugh and giggle. Alright, that shit is very uncomfortable for me. Back to this miserable, though. I want to get letters. Right, that's for somebody. Yep, they wanted to get letters because they want to flip out letters, and they wanted to try to read cards, and they can't read. They really can't do much of anything anymore. And this is... you guessed it. Cause and effect. For trying to remove someone else's gift and take it. Before you try and take something that someone else has that is connected to this big thing, make sure you can handle that. Not everybody can handle this type of relationship with this world, because this world, what we're told in books and we're told in videos that people, is that it's angelic. The spirit realm is so angelic, and it's one of the darkest fucking experiences, and there are many places you could wind up. And so when these people have this connection with this, it's crucial, and these are the ones who are trusted, that you have balance with your dark and light. Let's get rid of light. I'm tired of hearing that word. With your dark and your medium. How's that? But they also get scrutinized, and that's why these people are usually introverts by nature. But, you know, sometimes you don't realize it, but it's kind of hard to deny that I do this, I say things. The only difference is there's no physical body. But the thing is, the crazy thing is most of the people that mediums deal with, most of you are disembodied while embodied. Do you hear what I'm saying? People like me can get more solid information, honesty, even if it's not something we want to hear, from this realm that you all mock, than you motherfuckers who are actually in physical form. You're frauds, you're hateful, you're jealous. Most of you are pedophiles or did something. And it's easier for you to judge somebody else for whatever it is. Where would you be without this? See, the people who have this thing, they are the gods. They're the ones who came to help. How do you think this happened? What do you think? They just came to help and put tool belts on? No, they're the ones that have this connection with this thing. So it seems awkward to many of you, but here's another they're the ones that give you your goddamn ideas, as it is true that most people steal other people's ideas. They add a little twist to their own so it doesn't look like theft. You know, most of you who have these big, huge businesses, these inventions, they're not yours. Other people did it, you put your name on it, or you heard someone do it and you remove them from existence and you created that product or that, yeah. They are the 140, it's not 144,000, but they're that group. That was just a number somebody seen that was incorrect. There are many, but this is what had happened. They came here, they use this connection, and they give advice everywhere they go. Do you know how, listen, picture it in your mind. Yeah, there aren't many. You can see the string, and you're going to see a cord attached to these type of people with a connection to the quantum world. Different levels, and for different things at different times. But these are the people who, I can't believe it. What a great idea. Oh my God. And you hug them. This is, oh, maybe you should go with this and this, that, or the other. That's it. But these are the people who help people thrive, and they were supposed to be taken care of. These are the ones that have the contract where they always will be okay. They're going to be more than okay. Maybe that's a curse. Maybe the way that it's worded or believed is kind of a curse and keeping them stuck. So let's just say that instead of these types of beings, these Anunnaki, these gods, that the facilitators of existence is what they are exactly, that they will always have excessively more than what they require in this lifetime, forever and thereafter. Because it just feels like they get the shitty end of the stick while other people benefit. This is also what this is. I'm the creative one, artist. Ace of Pentacles. What the ideas and what comes off of me is huge, right? And I mean, it comes from a place of, it could only come from a place, solving problems or being this type of person could only come from a place of some type of, this is understanding. I don't want to say empathy anymore. It makes me uncomfortable, that word. But it's like, I do this, right? Queen of Cups, this is a loving, I give you an idea, and then you get angry. It's like you're angry that I helped you out. That's another thing. People who get mad when they actually get the assistance they don't realize they asked for. Some people ask for it verbally, and then when they get it, they feel insecure about it, and they knock the person who's given them the help. I do things a little differently here. When I first was put here, I don't like this stuff, and people could tell. I no longer said, we're not going anywhere. I don't use pendulums. I don't really like this stuff. And I already knew who I was, and it's another reason why I was placed somewhere, because they wanted me to forget again. And then I just started picking it up. I pick everything up. All you got to do, you don't even have to show me half the time. I'll show myself. This creates enemies, and it works for me. My enemies wind up bringing me in things, but it's out when I move a certain way. We have this miserable... Who is this? I was going to flip letters, but... Who is... Oh, it's a man. Huh. Well, that's why it's a misogynistic man. When you're a certain type of person, it doesn't matter what the gender is on the other side. Usually we put misogyny with men and how they feel about women. When really, is it about just women misogyny, or is it just having sincere and dangerous envy and jealousy? It's a hateful person as far as I'm concerned. I don't really think gender is as now I'm having this thing happen with me where I can feel where, does gender even really matter? I mean, is the masculine supposed to be the stronger one? Are the women supposed to be? Because that's what it seems like. The women are the fucking warriors and the strong ones. I mean a certain type, and there aren't many of those left either. When you can tell that you're just a strong, fearless person, and you intentionally allow that to be removed from you by either not speaking up and defending yourself or defending others when they need it, eventually you'll feel you'll have a convicted spirit, and that leads to suicide. Because you're a fighter. You contain a fighter. It's like containing pressure in a bottle. I'm still not a big fan of women, but I am one. But I move more like a man, and I said this the other day for someone who still doesn't get it. I move more like a man, which is why I was more inclined to show them this very rare, which I can't show to anyone anymore except for myself, unconditional love and respect. It has to be earned now. You are all guilty. And I remember saying this back at the hotel and feeling like there were things that I said that people around me knew that I was Hannah, and I heard them. It's just Hannah. This is Hannah. I mean, there were different names, right? But nobody felt the need to go out of their way to either find out whether it was 100% true or to help me in my situation. And that I have to just cut everybody off and allow all of this mayhem to happen in your lives who thought that I was going to be stuck in that situation forever. Foul. RK. I'm not even listening to anything. Nope. Nope. Too late. Nope. Your eyes look like someone dropped some food coloring in milk, but pretty. Yay. Ooh. Let's see how they really feel. Justice! I want to gouge him out. Somebody, this is another thing. People who have eyes that they're not happy with. I can't afford contacts. These subliminals aren't changing my eye color. Now I want to attack people who have eyes that I don't have. This is, you're absolutely correct. Whoever felt like this, it is a forced, and I mean with force, separation so that the crazies can have their day. Ray. Rockin' Raymond. Hello. Are you an astronaut because your body's out of this world? Alright, so you're beautiful, and I'll tell you what, people are going to go nuts because if you're anything like me, you don't want to be with anybody. Justice. I was a fool like everyone else. To believe in you. Yep. Oh, I do. I feel this heavy that people are just, I caught you fooling around. Did you leave a marriage? You got a serial cheater here. There's somebody here that's waiting on a portrait. And here with the eyes, I would have done anything to believe in you. Why do I feel like this portrait should have been of somebody else? They did it again. I stood right by you. Okay, all right. It could even be that this is karma for this guy. This could have helped you. I don't feel like this guy deserved the fucking portrait at this moment to look the way it did. I caught you fooling around. This feels like somebody that cheated on you and you could have left. You may not even be dead. You know what I mean? You may not even know that you're this guy's wife. He may think that you're dead and shit and says, like, let me put a portrait up there for her and say, ha ha ha, and here you are. I don't know, but you're beautiful, your body's beautiful, and your eyes are beautiful. I'm not sure what your face looks like, but yeah, look at the star. You're gorgeous. You left. Like, I'm done with this marriage. Yeah, look, I'm done. This is it. And this is, I love myself. I mean, this looks like a love affair here. I caught you fooling around. You threw me down on the ground. You could have got roughed up, or you had physical altercations and shit, and like, are you kidding me? I'm not getting back with you. You're out of your fucking mind. You're a monster. This is an unattractive kind of monster. This is a woman beater or a cheater. Yeah. Z. Okay. PD and TH. Who is this PD or this DP? Like, who is this? This card comes out. Is this a Pete or a Patrick or Donahue or Donovan or Delaney or huh? Pete Delacroix or some shit like this. And PE. There's definitely a Pete here. We're past the thing with the painting because I got something else here. The con artist of all con artists. Okay. And it's a woman. I don't know what happened here, but I need, this is, somebody came into some kind of heavy money. And they were out drinking, or I think that he was following. This feels like one of those guys that follows women and studies them, and that's where I gotta go next. Follower, I don't like her. So this is one of those guys that doesn't like women. She didn't pick up on this, or she didn't care. I like her. because she's not more attractive than me. This is him. Okay. But I can come up, I can become, I don't know who he was at the time, but I can become this person through this. Okay, that's what they were anticipating, that I'm gonna. And then so then this is what I think they got married. Somebody got married, and at first it was like, I mean, this is married real quick. This feels like eloping or saying, hey, like, marry me, you know. And I think at first it was great. Like, here's this, and it's always at first that this is great. Uptight, PPT. Excuse me. Personal playtime. And then, I mean, I guess, but you attract, oh man, tell me that this guy talks about that stuff too. But this is the thing what he doesn't understand, though. They attracted each other because you're both up, but she is too. Wherever she got this money from or this thing from was also from being an opportunist. So you guys, you're the perfect couple. Yeah, I think you guys are great for each other. I don't know, are you still together? I'm a con artist, but so are they. Just trying to play the game. Yeah, I wouldn't split up. I don't know what this is, but if you guys were going to split up, I mean, you seem like you have a life together, that you have a lot of things, though. However this money came into place, it seems like you have, something happened. Did the woman leave? Hold on, what happened here? There's something with a child. This is a karmic child. Yeah, experiencing judgment. I don't know why they're bringing this up. Is that how they felt? Is that what it felt like to you? I'm gonna be honest, it feels like both of these people are immature. And like, but right, they are the exact counterpart to each other. Just what kind of counterpart, right? To what, and what are you countering, and what part is it? Sure, mac and cheese. That's definitely cheesy. This guy could be real cheesy and shit. And if you're a woman and you feel like you either just came into something or you know you're going to, just be wary of these motherfuckers, man, who are paying attention through this thing they're watching people on and then showing up in your life, or trying to manipulate you to drop something so that they, with their mind, so that they can pick it up and play, and then, hey, didn't we go to high school, right? I'm gonna act like I don't know that you just want to scratch off, you know, because my cop friends that watch you illegally told me, and we're all in on it. I hate the world that I'm living in. I hate the fucking people in it. I don't feel like flipping anymore. Cause these are alligators, but this is, they take everything, don't they? Alligators, once you get close enough to them, that's it. It's hard to get away. Yeah, but see this, and real quick, this woman looks a lot like a man, and I think that this guy is kind of, he doesn't like to say that he's gay, but that's how he keeps the balance with that. He doesn't want women that are too pretty because he has a problem with women. This doesn't seem like a woman. This seems like one of those, it is a woman to him, but it seems like rougher features, excessive makeup, you know, hair overdone, whatever, and that he knows that not many men are going to flirt with this woman. See, this guy is real specific in how he chooses his partners too. He tried the gay thing or doing this shit with gay men, and I just feel like it didn't work. He couldn't see the I don't know what it is with the gay men that this guy tried preying on. They could have just been too smart, but he couldn't juggle with them. It was either you commit to me or get the fuck out of my life. Right? For the ones that have money and have things, they don't put up with shit that other people put up with. They don't have to. They can buy people if they want. Look, this is it. This is investing in struggle. This is, I want to create some type of problem for you, and then I'm going to create the person to come in and help you with the problem, and maybe you'll break off some of that money somehow. You know, this is, I'm going to put a hole in your tire, and then I'm going to make sure that I know where it finally goes flat. We're going to try and distract you so that you don't know, you can't tell. This is what people are focusing on now because of this watching everybody. They're coming up with ideas to prey on people and to be if I'm still breathing, but I'm gonna keep quiet with certain. You see, I'm devil's advocate. I want you to do it to certain people, but if I expose it and you feel like it's for you, and I didn't say any names, you are your own fucking problem. Even if I did say names, do you know how many duplicates there are of your name? There aren't many of this one though. And a lot of people had a lot to say about Teresa Heilman for a long time, regardless of which woman was playing this role. And every one of them handled it like a boss. So grow the fuck up. Somebody says some shit about you, take that shit on the chin or handle it. Bye.